There's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Breida on the carry.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Yes, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Jay Hill on the tackle.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
4 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And now they'll tuck it and run. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, and that'll make it third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mariota. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
To throw, Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. Mariota now. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here. 3rd and goal. Here's the option left. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 4th and goal.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play, first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Tua going deep for Montgomery. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't miss.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
To the air again, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Fighting to stay upright, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Mariota on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
48 yards. That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
The ball carrier.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. 3rd down here.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mariota. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 47 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua going to hand this one to Breida.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Breida, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Mariota.
Got a man. It's Mims.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Jets, 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The 18-yard line.
Now Gurley. On the read option, it's Mariota. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Jets 21. Dolphins 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Grand on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Everson Griffith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua going deep for Montgomery. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brought down back.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Again, it's Mariota. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
And goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marcus Mariota with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Try here for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
In the end zone. Kevin King there defending.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Tua to throw again. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final try for Tagovailoa.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now, they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy.